Traditions and customs are national treasure. Kazakh people observe traditions over many centuries. The Great Steppe is an amulet of the country. You can watch the customs and traditions of the Kazakhs in the Modern Nomads program.
Among our ancestors' tradition, there was a special one called wooing or kulda tusu. It was a tradition that let two different nations get closer. The Kazakh paid big attention to their co-parents-in-law. Thus, they chose the bride from the noble, well-respected families, dynasties, and they respected her parents highly.
Бізде Қазақта құдаласу дәстүріне өте жоғары мән берген, онда ел мен елді біріктіретін екі жас болғандықтан оның ата-бабасының тектігіне.
The Kazakhs paid high attention to the art of wooing. Since they believed that the young couple brought two families together, they tried to find a bride from a well-respected, noble family, paying attention to her mother's manners and the family's values. So, when looking for a bride, they heard about her skills, good manners and behavior. When they found one, they used to send to that village their own relatives as the guests.
Отбасына деген тәрбиесінің мәнінің зорлығына байланысты, қыздың да алыстан көріп, жаңағыдай қызығушылықтар артқаннан соң, өзінің ағайындарын жіберіп, сол елге жаушы ретінде жіберген.
Қарайғанға қараймын, қабанба деп ай, қамшылаймын атымды, шабанба.
There are several ways of wooing. Sometimes close friends decide to marry their children before they are born. And the type is called bel kulda, waist or back co-parents-in-law. Another way is called bislik, cradle kulda, when the parents of newborns or infants promise each other that their children will later on get married. Another common way is to come and ask for a young lady's hand. Becoming in-laws is connected with special traditions full of meaning and culture. All of them start when two young people decide to get married, because according to the Kazakh customs, to keep the blood clean, only those people whose 7 generations of ancestors are different were allowed to get married. This is one of the reasons countries worldwide admire our tradition. As they say, the girls and the cattle make two nations come together, or let your cattle come together in the yard and two heads in the bed.
Al Xudoga mına qorjundu sizga bereyim. Al endi qadrmend Xudolar, ishga kiringizlar.
Dear father-in-law, let me give you this bag. Dear guests, please come into the house. The table is prepared for all of you. There are several steps in the wooing. Firstly, the man comes to see the lady. The lady in her own village shows her talents such as singing or doing handmade items. Her parents welcome the guests. If the man liked the lady, when he leaves the house, he hangs his kamshi or whip at the entrance. That meant that they would come back to ask for her hand later. If the lady did not like the man, she could return his whip to him by other people.
Қызы бар үйге жан-жақтан сүйсінетін ел көп болған, сол үйдің қызының жақсылығын байқап жүрген жігіт отбасына келіп айтады екен. Мен осы үйдің қызын қаладым.
The families with growing girls were in attention of many prospective grooms. The young man used to come and tell his parents that he is keen to marry the girl from a specific family. Before the wooing event, where the parents would go, there was one pre-event called hanging the whip. The Kazakh people never refused any guest from entering their house. and they would present him with the best dishes to show their hospitality. The guests could also observe the girl while talking to the hosts about the recent news. If they liked her when leaving the house, they used to hang their whip on the right side of the entrance. This gesture meant, we have the boy and you have the girl. If they would fancy each other, we are ready to get them married. The host understood immediately such intention of his guests after they had left. Also, the decoration of the whip and its design would tell a lot about the social status of the former guests.
Қыз бен жігіт табысса, біз қыз бен жігітті біріктіреміз деген бұл қамшыда сондай тәрбиелік мән бар. Бұны үй егесі айтпай-ақ сезген. Кеткен қонақтардың артынан босағада ілулі тұрған қамшыға қарап, бұл кісілердің жайдан жай келмегенін сезінген екен үй егесі. Сосын жаңағы қамшыда қамшының бедері, одағы таспен безендірілгені, оның өрімі, құда түсіп келген кісілердің әл-ауқалын білдірген.
Dear in-laws, let your first steps towards us be blessed. Wishing you our best intentions, and the way be white. I am putting flower towards you. After the girl and the boy decided to get married, the girl's parents started getting ready for the arrival of the in-laws to the special event. A 6 cables yurt was prepared for the parents-in-law, and also a separate one for the groom and his friends. As this was the first step towards the marriage of the young couple, the parents thoroughly prepared and did their best. During this wooing event, there was a ceremony of offering the cooked liver and tail fat to the groom's relatives, which also had its own meaning.
Құдалар келген кезде, алғашқы құдалар келген кезде, келген құдалардың бетіне ұн жағып кіргізеді. Бұл ағымыздың мол болғаны, мол болсын деген, және құдалардың...
When the in-laws arrived, they were invited to the house, and also flour was put on their faces. This was made to distinguish them and also as a sign of wishing them wealth and happiness. There was also a rule about the number of in-laws who could come. Usually it was 9, 7 or 21 people. All the most well-respected and well-known people were brought to the event. The in-laws were rendered to the house, given the best seats, and all the best meals were offered to them. After this, another tradition, offering the guests the cooked liver and the tail fat, took place. This was done by the men and meant the wish to be close relatives, as the word liver means in Kazakh close relative, and the fat tail means prosperity and the wish to support each other in the difficulties and good times ahead. Funny jokes are also told, and the people who can't eat this dish used to give presents or money instead.
Мақсатта құйрық пен бауырды құдаларға жаңағы сол елдің азаматтары ауыздарына ұсынады. Бұның аяқ жағы әзілге де ұласып жатады. Құйрық бауырды жеп жаңағыдай тәбеті шаппағандардың аузына да жағы бұның кәдесейін алып жатады.
The groom also comes separately, wearing a fur hat and a decorated kaftan embroidered with beautiful ornaments. The bride's sisters-in-law met him and his friends and invited them to the yurt already prepared for them. The young ladies and men would also spend time there with the bride and the groom. The village people would immediately recognize the groom coming from afar, because he had his fur hat covering his eyes, and with his friends, they all were wearing beautiful clothes. The bride wore a ring shaped as a bird's beak and wore a red headscarf. The ring was the symbol of the girl who was flying freely in the sky like an eagle. When she left her house with her future husband, she used to leave this ring and the headscarf to her younger sisters. From then on, she would wear another hat called a salkale. One of the main elements of becoming co-parents-in-law is giving presents, or the ceremony of Kit Kikizu. This shows the respect and warm feelings towards each other. Also, there was the tradition of Shege Shapan. That means nailing a kaftan, when the co-parents-in-law present each other's kaftans and wish their families to be together forever. All the guests get their presents that might include kaftans, shopans, and fur coats. We see that many interesting events in nomadic life take place before the marriage itself.
Осыдан кейін бұл кісілер қызға, жігіт жағы қыз отбасына қарғыбау салуға келеді. Қазіргі кезде бұл жаңағы сырға салу болып атау өзгеріп келе жатыр ғой. Бұл қарғыбау дегеніміз қалың малдың сыртынан жүреді.
After this event, the groom's parents would come again to nail down their bride. Today it is called putting on the bride's earrings. This present is separate from the money or cattle given to the bride's parents as a redemption. The presents can include not only earrings but also rings, necklaces or other silver jewelry. Also, the co-parents-in-law presented each other with nailing kaftans, meaning the marriage will take place. All guests would come wearing their best clothes and the host would show their hospitality completely. After the nailing kaftans were put on, the parents-in-law, wishing their relationship to last for 1,000 years, would put the tips of spears into their hands, and the blood would get the blessing of the eldest people in the community.
Келуін біліп, малын сойып, жақсылап қонақ қылып күтіп, соңынан әңгімелерінің нүктесі ретінде бір-біріне шеге шапан жабысқан. Шеге шапан жабылғаннан кейін 1000 жылдық құдалар найзаның ұшын қанға батырып, екі жақ құда болдық деп ақсарбас айтып, қолдарын қанға малып, 1000 жылдық құда болдық деп ел қарияларынан бата алған.
The co-parents-in-law's celebrations continued in the groom's village. The same traditions took place. Firstly, the bride's relatives visit the groom's house as respected guests and come to the house, where they are met with special celebrations. The groom's side offers sheep's fat tail part to the guests. The bride's side give their blessing after all the traditional parts take place, and this means that the girl is the official bride in this house.
Құдалық барысында тым-тырыс отырмастан әнмен, әнді әуелетіп, жақсы ғибратты сөздер айтып.
During all these in-law celebrations, songs were sung and good words were said. The host would present the people from their village their news in the song form and ask for the start of the celebration called Toy Basta. The guests also used to bring the talented relatives with them, who would also sing and present themselves too, sharing the best qualities of the new in-laws. The people who started the celebration used to receive the sheep or other cattle as a present. Also, other presents were distributed as well, such as silver jewelry, headscarves, shawls, etc.
Тойбастарыңның басы деп керек болса мал да берген. Және жаңағында келген кісілерге жаулық, орамал тойбастарда жүретін кәделер, сосын күміс әшекейлер болған.
We can see the high attention that Kazakh people paid to the upbringing of their children through such traditions. Coming and seeing the future brides, organizing in-law celebration events, all of this was done for the benefit of the future family. Thus it continues from the generation to generation. If our traditions have this clear vector as a strong foundation, our daughters and sons will have good families and flourish.